Hi everyone, hi to all super fans watching us right now across the planet. This is Super Chat with Misters, episode 5. Tonight we'll have a wonderful opportunity to chat and get to know a little better our next group of Mr. Supranational 2025 candidates. Let's welcome them together. Igor, Mr. Supranational Brazil, hello.
Hello.
Daniel, representing Canada.
Hello.
Slaven, Mr. Supranational Malta.
Hi.
Imran, representing Sierra Leone.
Hello.
Luca, Mr. Supranational South Africa, hi.
Hello.
Levon from Trinidad and Tobago.
Hi.
Before our candidates will start introducing themselves, as usual, I'll remind our audience that you guys can help your favorite candidates move on to the next round of the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. It's very easy to do. Download the SUPRA app or click through the direct voting link in the description box below this video and cast your votes for your favorite candidates from this group. The voting will be going on for 72 hours after our episode goes live today. So yeah, would also appreciate if you subscribe to the Miss and Mr. Supranational official YouTube channel and give this video a like. Let's start with your introductions, guys. Igor, Mr. Supranational Brazil, thank you for joining. It's an honor to have you here in this episode of Super Chat. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Sou o Igor Thierry e sim, sou exatamente esse Igor, mesmo com esse olho assim hoje.
I am Igor Thierry, and this is who I am. Although I have my eye is hurt today because I was playing soccer yesterday, and he got hurt, and I got hurt.
Neste último sábado, durante uma partida de futebol, acabei me chocando com o adversário. Foi um acidente que estamos suscetíveis a acontecer.
So last Saturday, I was playing soccer, and I stumbled into another player, and these are accidents that sometimes happens.
Porque a competitividade sempre existiu dentro de mim, dentro desse Igor, e desde os meus 6 anos de idade eu vivencio o esporte.
I have been very competitive, and I play soccer since I was 6 years old, and I really love sports.
O esporte sempre foi uma das minhas vivências e graças a ele consegui ter uma resiliência.
So sports has always been a part of my life, and thanks to that passion, I have built a lot of resiliency.
Nunca desisti e continuo praticando até hoje.
I have never given up on soccer and sports, and I still continue training and playing soccer and many other sports.
Tenho 24 anos, sou natural de Porto Velho, Rondônia, e atualmente moro em Manaus.
I'm 24 years old, and I was born in Rondônia, Porto Velho, and now I live in Manaus, Amazonas.
Como ex-jogador de futebol, carrego comigo importantes valores, como determinação, foco e coragem.
I used to be a professional soccer player, and because of that, today I carry many strong values like determination and courage.
Quando eu era mais jovem, tive a oportunidade de jogar futebol europeu, e onde aprendi outras línguas, outras culturas e uma experiência única na minha vida.
When I was younger, I had the opportunity to play soccer in Europe, and I was able to meet with other coaches and other players from all over the world, and it was a very unique experience for my life.
Essa experiência que tive com diferentes jogadores me ensinou a persistir mesmo durante as dificuldades no qual enfrentei.
This experience abroad has made me very strong and to face the day-to-day challenges that I encounter nowadays.
E era sonho que existia dentro de mim desde os 6 anos de idade.
So this has always been my dream since I was very young, since I was 6 years old.
Estou prestes a me tornar uma nova voz jovem na área da saúde.
Today I'm about to graduate in medicine. I'm on my last year of medical school.
Estou cursando o último ano da faculdade de medicina. Assim como no esporte, onde existe o trabalho em equipe, reflexo disso está na medicina.
One thing that sports and medicine have in common is the group work, teamwork.
No centro cirúrgico, não existe apenas um cirurgião que vai conduzir a cirurgia, mas sim ele precisa de uma equipe.
I plan to be a surgeon that is performing a surgery cannot do it by himself. He needs a whole team to do it, to perform it with success.
Essa combinação entre o esporte e a medicina fortaleceu ainda mais o meu entendimento sobre como juntos conseguimos alcançar um caminho mais longo.
What I've learned with sports and medicine has made me stronger to choose my path and achieve success.
Okay, thank you very much, Igor, for this introduction. And of course, we hope that all hope that you feel much better in the next couple of days to come. And we will be back for the second block of the Super Chat episode to discuss some of your life stories. Daniel from Canada, happy that you've joined this episode of Super Chat. Thank you for joining. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. For me, it's an honor for being here with you guys. My name is Daniel Shepit. I'm representing Canada. I'm here because I'm representing the citizen, but also the immigrant person that want to make a change, that want to continue that dreams comes true with discipline, having great value, consistency, focus, and of course, love. 29 years old. I'm a professional model and entrepreneur. I'm an independent man who want to share with you guys that the physical appearance is very important, but you know what? The inner beauty impact better, and that's why I'm here with you guys to show my history, my experience, and laugh.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for this wonderful introduction, and we're excited to get to know you better in the second block of this Super Chat episode.
Thank you.
Slaven, representing Malta, thank you so much for joining. It's an honor to have you here in this episode of Super Chat and the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Thank you for having me, Ivan. It's been a roller coaster, I have to say. I'm really excited to be here. Very happy to meet you and the other contestants so far. I can't wait to be in Poland. So it will be a wonderful time. I'm Slaven Mikallef. I'm Mr. Supranational Malta. I currently work as a junior project manager in a software company. Besides that, I also love playing football. I've been playing it for over 2 decades. It's a big passion of mine. I also like to go to the gym regularly. I also like modeling, which came into my life later after probably now 6 years, 5 years. So I try to make time for everything. I think it's important to be flexible as well. So I think it's important to make time for everything, especially for family, for friends as well. Even for yourself, I think it's important to take care of yourself besides all of that as well. So that's mostly about me. I try to be friendly around everyone as I can. So yeah, I like meeting new people, new cultures. I noticed I met some new cultures new contestants last year, which was very, very nice. And now looking to meet these wonderful SUPRA contestants as well.
We're looking forward to meeting you. Thank you for this introduction, Slaven, and we'll see you very soon in the second block.
Yeah.
Imram, representing Sierra Leone. A pleasure to meet you and welcome you to the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Imram Kamer from Sierra Leone. I'm happy to be here. I'm a 400 fastest runner and then fashion designer, graphic designer. I love to be as a model and I love to be out there running on the runway. So I'm super, super happy to be on this platform. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Amram, and we're happy that you're with us in 2025. Luca from South Africa, happy to welcome you to this Super Chat episode and to the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
So my name is Dr. Luca Ponticcia. I, as you said, from South Africa, but I also have Italian heritage. So I'm part Italian, part South African, parents from Italy. I currently work as a day job as a data scientist here in South Africa, but I have a company that does explorations of the universe through live entertainment. I'm a public speaker, and I studied physics as my background, focusing on string theory in my PhD. And I have photography as one of my favorite hobbies at the moment.
Nice to meet you, Luca, and nice to welcome you to the Mr. Supranational experience. Levon from Trinidad and Tobago, happy to meet you and happy to welcome you to the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, greetings everyone. I am Levon Oliver, Mr. Supranational Trinidad and Tobago 2025. I am from the wonderful twin island of Trinidad and Tobago, a place of fun, a place of culture, multiculturalism, as a matter of fact. Some fun facts about Trinidad, real briefly, is that we have a blend of almost every culture. Trinidad is one of the only places in the world that on one street you could have a mix of different religions and ethnicities, each getting along. You could have a mosque next to a Hindu temple, next to a Chinese restaurant or a Chinese grocery, next to, next to an African store, an African haberdashery. That's a great thing about Trinidad. A great thing about me is that I am into the arts. I am very versed in graphic design. I'm a graphic designer by profession, and I am also immersed in theater. I'm getting into directing. I fell in love with directing, and that has led me into my CSI, which involves helping youth to find themselves through their own talents. I'd like to elaborate on that a bit more later, but these are the things that really drive me, apart from just helping people, because I myself found myself through the talent, through the arts. And so something about me is that I love art. I can do almost any form of art, whether it be painting, dancing, singing. I involve myself in everything creative. I love the creative space. I love creative people. I love conversation. I love fun. We're from the Caribbean. We love the beach. And yeah, that's some of the great things about Trinidad, some of the great things about me. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very
also
much.
multicultural by blood. My father is not Trinidadian. My mother's family is of Vincentian descent. So I'm like all over the Caribbean, culminated into one person, but I was born in Trinidad.
Okay, nice to meet you, Levon. Yeah, and we're looking forward to know more about you in the second block of this Super Chat episode, where we will discuss some of your life stories. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your introductions. It was great to get to know you. Now it's time to get a deeper insight into your life experiences. Next up, we will be discussing your life stories. Igor, Mr. Supranational Brazil, let's discuss your life a little bit. At the moment, you are in your final year of medical school. Why did you decide to embark on a career in the medical profession and then also decided to enter Mr. Brazil?
Quando eu era pequeno, acontecia algum acidente na rua, eu sempre pedia para minha mãe parar para eu olhar.
Okay, when I was younger, if I saw an accident or something, if there was someone hurt on the streets, I always asked my mother to stop so that he could look at the scene.
E eu admirava o cuidado que o socorrista tinha com aquela pessoa.
And I always admired the care that the professionals took care of the people.
E eu falava para minha mãe, mãe, quero ser essa pessoa, quero ajudar alguém.
And I always told my mother, Mom, I want to be that person, I want to help people.
Agora a segunda parte que eu esqueci, Marina.
Aí a segunda parte é por que você quis entrar no Mr. Brasil.
Eu queria usar essa experiência, essa plataforma para evoluir como um futuro médico.
I decided to enter Mr. Brazil because I wanted to use the platform to evolve as a doctor.
Tornando cada vez mais conectado às pessoas, mais humano.
To be more connected to people and to become more human.
E pronto para transformar positivamente a vida de quem eu puder alcançar.
And ready to transform whatever lives that I could touch.
Igor, there's one more thing that we would like to discuss about you. You were a professional football player for 11 years in Brazil and 6 months in Portugal. What professional skills did you acquire from being a professional athlete that you transferred to your regular life?
Desde as categorias de base, eu sou uma pessoa porta-voz da minha equipe.
Since the beginning of my career, I have always been the voice for my team.
A maioria dos clubes que eu passei, fui um dos capitães da equipe.
The majority of the teams that I played at, I was the captain of the team.
Isso reforça a importância que eu tenho na minha voz, na minha autoridade e na competitividade dentro do campo.
And that only comes to prove that I play an important part on people's lives within the field and also outside in my regular life. Outside the field in my regular life.
Sou sempre o líder da minha equipe e quero abraçar todos e ajudar todos junto comigo.
I have always been the leader of my team, and I always want to help people to be better.
Thank you very much, Igor. It was great to get to know more about this part of your life. Daniel from Canada, let's discuss your life a little bit. You moved to Canada at a very young age. Tell us what being an immigrant and an immigrant taught you about your life.
So I moved to Montreal when I was a child. So adapting myself to a new culture, adapting myself to a new environment, that helped me a lot to find what I really want. I moved with my family, starting from zero, but with the bag with all the value as respect, ambition, focus, discipline, as I say, and that formula bring to the immigrant and to immigrant too to make their dreams comes true. And the proof that everything is possible, having a good mentality, being focused, and always, 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 I'm gonna repeat it every time, with love.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for sharing your life story, Daniel. And there's another thing that we would like to discuss about you. You describe yourself as a dreamer, but also a risk taker. Do you think success starts with big dreams? And why?
Absolutely. Success starts with a big dream because there is always an idea that you wanna do. There is always there's always an energy that you have to follow to feel you very grateful, and that idea is coming with a lot of challenge. So big dreams is always possible, and that start with an idea, but making the action, taking the risk, to get out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself, that's gonna help you to be successful in life. And there's something very important to know is that failure, having a lot of emotion, being stressful, but doing that in the right way, that's gonna push you and they're gonna tell you that you're near to be successful.
Thank you very much for this motivational answer, Daniel. Slavin, Mr. Supranational Malta, let's discuss some of your life stories. You want to inspire others by using your personal story in which you say that your background does not define your ceiling. Tell us a bit more about that.
What I mean by that is that I think when you see, for example, you see me on social media, say look at this person is Mr. Supranational Malta. Maybe you think, oh, he's a model, he's out of, I can't speak to him, but in reality, we all started from somewhere, we all started from the bottom. I think it makes us who we are. I always believe by that, from where we start, you grow as a person. And then besides that, I notice that how others help me, I want to help them. So that's what I want. I want to make a difference for especially newcomers who want to get into this industry and to start believing in themselves more. Which was one of my struggles, that maybe I was thinking, was I cut out for this industry or not? But I think it's all about yourself. You believe in yourself, and you have that little bit of push by someone that believes in you. That makes a difference as well. So that is what I think.
True. One more interesting fact about you is that this will be your second time representing Malta on an international pageant stage. What is the main lesson you took from the first experience to help you prepare for the second?
What I learned is that, and I think in the end of the day, we're all the same. So from each country that I met over 60 different countries last time I competed. I thought that we're all the same. We just have different backgrounds, different languages, different beliefs. But in the end of the day, we're all the same guys, hoping to make this pageant a better pageant and more attractive to guys like us. So I think that's what makes a difference that I learned so far. Other than that, I think it's been a wonderful experience so far, and I think there is always room where you can improve. So in my last pageant, I know where maybe I did not mistakes. I can't say mistakes, because I always think it's a learning curve. So that's what I noticed. But now, if I have to go again, I will do some things better, and it's mostly that. And besides that, enjoy it as much as you can. Don't put pressure on yourself. Just enjoy the experience, meet everyone. I think that's the most important thing, honestly.
Yeah, true. Thank you for sharing this experience with us, Slaven. And by the way, we will get back to some controversies concerning male pageantry in the third block. Imran from Sierra Leone, let's discuss your biography a little bit. You describe your childhood as bittersweet. Tell us a bit more about that.
As just what you see what I wrote, I will give you more addition into that. It's something bitter and sweet. Since when I lost my mom 1 year ago, it's really challenging for me. Trying to live and taking care of my siblings, and then also myself and my family, and pursuing my career as a top athlete and a graphic designer, a fashionista. So all these things is a big challenge. But she told me to focus and stand up for my dreams. So I keep doing that all the time. I remember her. I think of what she told me. My childhood was a little bit complicated because of going out there, age of 14 years of age, going on the street, trying to do local businesses and to make ups, trying to bring food on the table for my mom and myself and my siblings. It's really hard at that time. I slept in, growing up, leaving my mom, age of 14 years of age, in my mom and dad place, my parents' house, living on the streets, trying to survive. I slept on the market table, like to go out there to look for businesses for me to survive and then take care of my mom, because my main focus live in the house, because when I saw my mom going through pain in her life and struggle, and I can bear it, and then I have to go out there and trying to find a way for her to eat and then for her to survive. So I have to sacrifice myself through my career, my sporting career, train very hard, and doing my graphic design and fashion design, and as a model as well. And yeah, I had to go all the way from Sierra Leone to the Gambia, doing African or European designs there, and then back again in the Netherlands. And I'm doing extremely well this since when I'm in the Netherlands, as I'm a top spotter running for the big team in the Netherlands. I'm called Haag Athletics, and I'm a designer. I designed the Europa t-shirts, running marathon t-shirts for 2026. So as a graphic designer, and then I bought a house in the Netherlands and have a beautiful family. I'm doing extremely well at these days, and I'm working at a clothing company called Kik. So they're really fashionable company. So this is Imran Kamara.
Thank you, Imran, for sharing your personal. But remembering your mother, what are the most important lessons she taught you, and how do you preserve her legacy?
I felt pain when thinking of her, but my mom, she's my biggest inspiration in life. She's gone, but she still lives in me. And she told me to chase and push for my dream. And then she told me to stand up and let me don't think of where I'm from. She told me so many things that I would put it in a one word, that to focus on my dream and be proud of myself.
Thank you, Imran. Well, I understand that this is very personal. So thank you very much for sharing. This is very precious. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dr. Luca from South Africa, let's discuss a couple of your life stories. As you mentioned, you're a man of many talents and you have had many accomplishments in life. Tell us a little about your chosen career path and some of your other interests.
So I studied physics for 8 years. I completed my PhD when I was 27. And when I finished that, I wanted to do something more practical. And so I went into data science, which was an industry at the time that was heavily favored to people with scientific thinking and some coding ability. I taught myself coding for a few years, and I started realizing I love communication. I think communication is my passion, and I realized that I'm good at explaining technical concepts in a very simple manner. And from that, I decided to, with my physics background, ultimately create a company. We call it Universe and Stage. And that was really about bringing my scientific understanding to the world, but to a public audience in a way that is very entertaining, engaging, and can inspire young people to follow science, and can inspire older people to be more curious in their life. And so I would say that has been my career progression up until this point, being interested in many different aspects and funneling them into one kind of business or goal.
Got it. Thank you, Luca. And you have a very unusual goal. You wrote to us that one of your biggest goals in life is to retire by the age of 40. Tell us a little bit more about this goal and why you would want to retire at such a young age.
So to retire by 40, I think maybe when I thought about it was more about retiring from working for other people. So to have a typical corporate job where you are conditioned to under people's guidance and have to execute on other people's ideas. I love working. I love bringing projects to life. And for me to be retired by 40 just means to be in a financial position where I can explore my personal ideas and businesses by empowering other people and empowering my ideas. So I wouldn't want to just stop working. I don't want to just do nothing, but I want to by 40 have that financial freedom to really explore ideas with a lot of with a lot of freedom.
Got it. Thank you very much, Luca. Levon from Trinidad and Tobago. You told us that what you have achieved sent you on an international journey of correction. What do you mean by that?
Course correction, I believe, is what I would have said. But with regards to that, well, you know, the typical story, you come from below and all these sorts of things. But I tend not to focus on like the sad part of the story, because to me, I believe in order to motivate and inspire people, you need to aspire to greater things in order to ensure that you're not living vicariously through people. And in order to really be a beacon of hope, you need to first make it out. If I was to use an analogy, it's like we're all born in this hole, and you got to climb out of that hole in order to show people that climbing out of the hole is even possible. Because all of us being down here looking up, saying, you know, you could make it out, ain't going to really do much for anybody. So, my journey of course correction, I made a lot of mistakes coming up. I stumbled a lot. I had a lot of hardships, a lot of, hey, it could have gone wrong in many different ways, but I thank God. My faith in God has strengthened tremendously through my entire life experience. Actually, right now, I'm at the point where, hey, God is, Jesus, take the wheel. Because I have found myself in so many instances where I have been unsure. Hey, even my journey to becoming Mr. Supranational Trinidad and Tobago, I was unsure. I was unsure of many things, of how to get myself together. But it really was just a measure of faith that brought me to this part. And so my journey of course correction was recognizing where my values truly lie and where I want to be in life.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing your ideas and this story of yours. But let's discuss your international representation. So, what do your representation on the international stage mean to you?
Thank you. It's funny that you asked that question, Ivan, because for me, I will tell you my story about even getting into pageantry. Because I was not, this is something that found me. I didn't even come into it. And to be honest, I wasn't sure if it was for me. I wasn't sure if I was ready. And through meeting everyone and meeting the team and finding out the core values of it, I started to realize, but this aligns with me. And not just in the sense of like modeling and like the community service initiative, which is things that I used to do at a smaller scale. But really and truly, I also want to get into film and television. I fell in love with directing through the creative space, and that is something that also aligns with me. I think the international representation would just amplify all of my efforts. It will take me to a whole new level, especially for those I am trying to inspire, to show them that, hey, because a lot of the youth around the area, they are suffering from not having enough examples of people who make it out, quote unquote. And so me representing on the international stage is a great indication of, hey, we can get out there, we can represent on a major scale, on bigger stages, not just what we know. And so for me, representing on the international stage is aspirational for me, as in I'm climbing those heights, I'm getting there, I'm getting to put my talent onto the forefront, getting to that international notoriety, so to speak, and inspirational because all the youth back home here, who would be looking up to me. I have a lot of youth that follow me. I have a lot of youth that see a leader in me, and it will be a good indication to them that, hey, we can be more.
Thank you very much, Levon, for this amazing speech, and I think you can make a really great role model for many young individuals around our lovely planet. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your personal experiences, and there's one more block to go. We were really interested in how you would handle the question that has to do with the situation in the modern day male pageantry. So let's try. Igor from Brazil, let's discuss male pageantry with you. Do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And what kind of balance should be maintained?
Acredito que atualmente ainda os concursos femininos têm um engajamento ainda maior do que os concursos masculinos.
Yeah, in fact, the female pageants are more popular than the male pageants.
Porém, eu acredito que atualmente as vertentes estão sendo mudadas, as pessoas estão olhando mais para os concursos masculinos, não só como uma forma de beleza, uma forma de objeto, mas como o posicionamento masculino vai mudar o mundo.
I believe that now it has changed. In the past few years, I believe that people do look at male pageants as also as a platform, and also they can set an example like the females do.
Thank you very much, Igor, and thank you, Marina, for your translation. We're looking forward to meeting you in Poland very soon. Daniel from Canada, let's discuss male pageantry with you. Do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And what kind of balance should be maintained?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, the balance is that both pageants we have to work together, because together, working as a team, we're powerful. We're gonna give to the all the people around the world that see us the message, and to bring the light to those persons that are seeing you. How we're gonna balance it is working together, and of course is acceptable, because male and female during the pageant we have to express ourselves, and we have to show, to rock, and we have everything to do it, but together we're powerful and better.
Thank you very much, Daniel. It was great to get to know you, and we're all looking forward to meeting you in Poland very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. It's an honor for me for being here with you. So see you in Poland in June. Thank you.
See you in Poland. Slavin, Mr. Supranational Malta, do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And what kind of balance should be maintained?
Thank you for this interesting question, Ivan. It is quite controversial, actually, but I think that there shouldn't be a difference between the two of them. In my opinion, there should be a balance in terms of respecting all the candidates and making sure that there should be a fine line. Example, especially in social media, and what type of comments you write, and messages to the candidate. I think there should be a fine line. Of course, then the candidate has to take responsibility, has to make sure that he is strong in that regard as well, in a respectful way, of course. And yes, he has to handle it in a certain way. It's not an easy thing to do, but you have to be professional in your role, and I think that you have to be attentive as well. So I think that's what I think about it.
Yeah, there should be a balance everywhere between everything, between external and internal. Thank you, Slavin. It was a pleasure to get to know you, and we're looking forward to meeting you soon in Poland.
Thank you for your time, Ivan. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, Slavin. Appreciate it. Imran from Sierra Leone, let's discuss male pageantry and male pageants controversies with you. Do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And is there any balance that should be maintained?
Yes, it's acceptable for a male pageant to keep running Likewise, the self as a female pageant to run the same way. So for my own thoughts, I don't think they have to cancel the male pageant.
Because of objectivation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see your point, Imran. Thank you very much for joining us tonight and for this discussion and for sharing so many personal things from your life experience. And yeah, we're looking forward to meeting you in Poland very soon.
Thank you for having me, and I'm so happy, and I can't wait to be in Poland. See you soon.
See you soon, Imran. Dr. Luca from South Africa, let's discuss some of the controversies of male pageantry with you. Do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And what kind of balance should be maintained?
I would say one needs to ask, what is the source of objectification? So to objectify something just means, I think, to value, to praise. And there's no problem with valuing and praising. Typically, when it comes to objectification of women, there's a strong sexual element to that. And that sexual element sometimes is toxic, is negative. So for as long as the objectification of men is not hypersexualized, I think that's fine. Like, value people for the hard work they put in, for how they look, for the status they hold. I think that's okay. When it becomes a sexualized, toxic objectification, I would say then it's not okay in any form, no matter what. But the aspect of valuing and pursuing of self-worth through a pinnacle of a human being, because in essence, that's what a pageant is. It's displaying a pinnacle of a human being for their character, for their body, for their mind, for their purpose. And that is okay to me, and that's good as long as it's positive.
Yeah, thank you very much, Luke, and it was great to get to know you, and we're looking forward to meeting you in Poland very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Lavon from Trinidad and Tobago, let's discuss some controversies about male pageants with you. Do you think it is acceptable to objectify male pageant candidates while female pageants tend to try to empower their candidates? And what kind of balance should be maintained?
Okay, well, what I would say about something like that is, especially for us as men, I believe men have a civic duty to show up. And so, hey, if it is that people are objectifying us, at least it is bringing the eyes. At least it is bringing people to pay attention. It's when the eyes come, what do you show?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, let it all come in whichever way, because in show business, there's the saying, all publicity is good publicity. So let the eyes come, because us here at Crowns and Sashes, and by extension the supranational family, we are men of substance. We are men who can show the world that we are more than just what you'll call, quote unquote, a pretty face. We have dreams, we have people we inspire, we have families, we have lives, we have hearts, we have soul, we have mind. And I think, in spite of whatever connotation or whatever we may be seen as, I think when people fully engage into what we are doing, they'll see it's more than just a pageant, more than just good-looking guys walking on a runway. We actually are people with real plans of changing the world.
Very true. Thank you very much, Levon. It was a pleasure to get to know you, and we're looking forward to meeting you in Poland very, very soon. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I do look forward to meeting you guys as well.
Thank you, Levon. Thank you guys for sharing your life experiences and your brilliant ideas. It's really a pleasure to talk to you. And of course, we're looking forward to talk to you much more during the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience in Malopolskie, Poland. Before we call it a day, I will remind everybody watching us right now that each of you can help your favorite candidate advance to the next round of the Mr. Supranational 2025 experience. There's a direct voting link in the description box below this video. Make sure you click through, download the SUPRA app, and voted for your favorite candidates. And of course, a big hug to everyone who subscribes to Miss and Mr. Supranational official YouTube channel while watching this episode or right after. Thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next episode of Super Chats.
Bye-bye.
Bye.